So I was thinking the other day about my garden. It is getting to the end of the season, and I just suddenly had one of those wham moments about my garden where I realized a whole bunch of things. Now, have you ever felt like there was something in your life that you really thought that you should love, but you realized suddenly that it was just dragging you down, and that I no longer gave you the joy that it used to? Well, I finally realized this year that this, for me, was my garden. Now, I started out with really good intentions and got everything planted and was super excited about it. But as the summer dragged on, um, it was just a struggle to keep up with all of the weeds. And a lot of the stuff in the garden um, ripened while we were on vacation. And no matter what time we seem to plan our vacation, this always seems to happen, that all the stuff, all my tomatoes, all of whatever, ripens while we're on vacation. Um, so, and I planted all these things that I thought that we should like, but realized, that I don't eat Swiss chard. Like, it grew, and it wasn't the thing that I, would haul myself out there to pick. And towards the middle of the summer, when all the weeds got overwhelming, it just was too much. Now, the epitome of success for any gardener is supposed to be having a bigger and bigger and bigger garden, right? Well, mine has got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it has just taken all of the joy out of it for me. And the things that I really wanted to harvest, the things that I was looking forward to the most, got choked out by all of the weeds and all of the other stuff that I didn't care about. So this all hit me last week, and ding, 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 it was like a huge moment where I realized that, gosh, this just isn't bringing me joy. And I felt bad about it for a while, but it made me think about the other things in our life that are just taking up space, that are not bringing us joy. And I'm going to tie this back to travel here in a minute. But this is the point I want to make about this. There's a couple things that I realized. You only have room for so many things in your life. Life is limited. Life is too short to be filled with things that we don't truly love. So choose the things that really feed you and really give you joy. And don't feel bad about getting rid of the rest. Um, and not everything works for everybody. I have tried for years and years and years to grow broccoli, and I can't do broccoli. It's just not my thing. I love eating broccoli, but I've never been able to grow it. So just not everything works. Stick with what you are good at. Stick with what your talents are. You don't need to be good at everything. I don't need to feel guilty anymore. I've let go of the guilt of not being good at growing broccoli, because I don't have time for guilt. Um, Another thing that I realized is that if you invest in too many things that you don't really love because you feel like you should, or you feel like it's the right thing to do, the things that are really important to you, hi cat, sorry, the things that are really important to you will get neglected and will not be there for you when you need them. So, like my zucchinis that got neglected and got choked out with weeds, well, at the end of the season, when I was ready for zucchini, they weren't there for me because I had put my eggs in too many baskets. Um, so just don't do that. You don't need to feel like you need to do that. And last bullet point I've got here is look deeply into what you really love. What really feeds you, not what you think should feed you, not what everybody else thinks you should be doing, and be willing to make adjustments to what is true right here in your heart. If you don't love it, um, make room for something that you do. Life is too short, guys. It just really is. So how does this relate to travel? because travel is one of those things in my life that I really love. It is one of the things that really, really feeds me. If travel is something that is important to you, like it is important to me, um, you need to make room for it in your life. It's not just going to happen. Um, so you need to get rid of some of the other clutter and the other things that aren't feeding you and put more energy to your travel dreams. If you don't want them to get choked out like my zucchini and never come to fruition. Because there's lots of things in our life that, that come and go and whatever. So those are my thoughts for today, um, about making choices and about priorities and about travel. So couple things. If you enjoyed this video, if you liked what you heard, make sure to hit the subscribe button in the YouTube. And if you're not watching on YouTube, if you're watching somewhere else, go to YouTube, look for my channel, Travel with Shanna, and click subscribe there. Other way, there. And if this is something that you enjoyed and you want more of this, we have an awesome Facebook community where we talk about all of these things, where we talk about how to make travel a priority in our life, and we try to get rid of those obstacles that are keeping us from traveling more. Sorry, cat bomb. So if you want more travel in your life now, if you don't want to wait for retirement, if you want to go with your kids and see things and experience things, and you want to make that happen, this is the place to do it. Check out our Facebook group. Come join us over there, and I would love to connect with you there too. So thanks so much for listening. I hope this was helpful to you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.